and then everybody likes it. A couple of states adapt it. Next thing you know, the whole country's doing it.
That's how it
works.
works.
It's not because people like it. No, it's the same thing with communism and Bolshevism and Marxism. It's like, they start out in one place, everyone hates it, but they're like, well, and they blame their failures that not everyone else is communist. So the same thing with cigarettes. They're like, well, people are just going to adjacent states or cities or towns to get cigarettes, so we got to make this thing global.
Free Talk Live.
Hello, Sarah.
Yes, I'm very much in favor of the federal government raising the legal smoking age to 21.
Well, why don't you just go all the way and favor them raising it to 101?
Or banning it altogether.
Yeah, I was just saying, why don't you just banning it?
Well, I prefer it like maybe age 50.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my
Sarah
whole
doesn't
point
joke.
is that
She doesn't.
I don't think I've ever heard Sarah joke. Crack a joke.
This is just absolutely insane what she's suggesting. How is it that she can even think
she
that
wants to save people. She wants to help. It's right back around to this mentality. So we were asking the question about who wants to protect the children. Sarah is a hard left communist, and she wants to protect the children here. She wants to save people all the way up to age 50.
Even the communists smoke. Like, I don't understand this. Like,
well, the thing is, how about this? I am tortured by secondhand smoke.
So it's personal.
Well, the thing is, it's one thing if it's if it only bothers themselves, but they always bother everybody around them. They have to breathe it in. That's the problem. That's where I'm in support of it.
You don't have to go near those people, though.
yeah, it seems like ridiculous. Smokers have gotten so much more conscientious of the fact that other people don't want to be around them in the past 20 years. It's nothing like it was, I remember when, smoking was in the restaurants and everything else. Well, now people can't even go outside and smoke. I mean, it's just, and people never smoke in, even before it was the law where I don't even know if this is the law everywhere, but like you can't smoke in the car with like your kids and stuff. I mean, people already weren't smoking in the cars with their kids, and they were going outside of their own homes to smoke because they had kids and things like that. I mean, the idea that we need to have laws on all this just is ridiculous.
Well, I want to bring in an expert on the subject here. We've got Dave calling from Poughkeepsie, New York. Dave, you're on with Sarah. Now, Dave, I'd like to know how you feel about this proposal from Sarah. Dave, are you with us? I want to make sure you can hear us. Dave, we may have some.
I can hear him barely.
I hear him very slightly.
Maybe I don't know what's going on. The board up there may be something wrong with the lines are crossed in a way that is not going to work. Dave, says he's working on it. All right, we're going to put you back on hold.
So I heard him say in the background very faintly,
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah. We can, but it's not airable. So stand by, Dave. We're going to come back to you. That's too bad. I really wanted to get Dave to weigh in on this. It's very rare that we'll have two of the most interesting callers to Free Talk Live
who both
on
happen
hold
to be parasites to the state.
Yeah, that's a good point. They can relate. I was actually hoping to hook them up. Maybe.
No, they don't need to breed in. We don't need more of those people out there.
Go ahead, Sarah. All right, so this is personal. You just want to stop people from smoking nearby you, basically.
Well, the thing is, one thing I wanted to bring up is that, Hawaii is the only state that started it. And like you said, Massachusetts and maybe a couple of other states want to pass it, and our state want to work on it. So there's another 5 states want to make it 21, and now the whole federal government wants to make a national law.
Yeah, actually, Chris, our Thursday night, Chris had that as his show prep last night, was that there was this Republican guy, and Mitch McConnell, I guess, who's proposed a 21 be a nationwide law.
I mean, it just sounds so ridiculous, because it's like we're supposed to be able to do these things at a state level, so each individual state has the ability to do what its own citizens want. The idea of passing it at a national level when it has what you want in your state doesn't affect the person in the next state, right? Like, it shouldn't affect the person in the next state. So
that's my whole point, is that it starts somewhere. And then everybody likes it. A couple of states adapt it. Next thing you know, the whole country's doing it.
That's how it works.
It's not because people like it. No, it's the same thing with communism and Bolshevism and Marxism. It's like, they start out in one place, everyone hates it, but they're like, well, and they blame their failures that not everyone else is communist. So the same thing with cigarettes. They're like, well, people are just going to adjacent states or cities or towns to get cigarettes, so we got to make this thing global or national.
Sarah, here's the problem, okay? You're forcing it when you do it at the federal level, you're forcing it on every other state in states that don't necessarily want this law. Okay, it's one thing if those states that didn't want this law, well, did pick it up voluntarily on their own after you passed your law in your state. That's fine, but that's not what's going on. You're literally going to the national government and saying, pass this law. We're going to force it on other states that don't want this law.
Well, but the thing is, it's like banning asbestos, like removing lead from the paint.
Again, it could happen at a state level, man. It doesn't have to happen at the federal level.
I've still got asbestos siding on my house, Sarah. It hasn't been banned.
Well, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But,
well, you may not be able to use it brand new. It may be prohibited from being used in new construction. But
yeah, it's overblown to some degree. It's not like it's going to kill you unless you start tearing it, off.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah, I think we may have Dave here now. I'm going to see if I can bring him in. We're going to try him one more time. Dave, are you there?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you now. All right, Dave, what do you think about Sarah's proposal that the smoking age be raised to 50?
Just so you guys know, I don't smoke, I vape.
Oh, okay.
Well,
vaporizers
would
you
be,
too.
Well, it would be included.
Yeah,
definitely.
they would ban all vapes too, up to age 50.
So wait, does this change your opinion if it was vaping?
I called in because I wanted to bring up my own subject instead of smoking and vaping.
Yeah, but Dave, aren't you looking for a hot date? Aren't you looking for somebody to go out with?
I wanted to talk about my own.
Would you be willing to travel, though? I mean, we can get to whatever you were calling about, but I'm just wondering, would you be interested in traveling to, say, New Mexico to meet an older, distinguished lady?
If you guys are willing to pay for it, yeah.
Don't think that's happening.
You dog. All right, Sarah, thanks for the call. I tried. I mean, I was trying to hook her up with Dave.
Free Talk Live. Listen live 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern or grab the podcast. It's all at freetalklive.com.